Peter.
How are you?
Absolute pleasure, man. I'm Chris.
Nice to meet you too. Hi, Chris.
Now, while we've got you here, do you mind if I fire some questions at you?
Yeah, if they're nice questions.
I hope they're nice. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy.
Good.
Now, the first one, although this might be something that some people may know, ideal jersey number while playing in the NHL, and why?
21. Mm-hmm. I was wearing different numbers in juniors, and like 14, I think I wore 3 when I was younger, and then the number was just it was actually defenseman that retired in my home team, and so when he retired, number 21 was open, and the trainer just gave it to me, and I thought, okay, 21 is fine, I can live with that. That's it. There was nothing specific about it.
Wow.
I think players nowadays, like, they have to have their number here and there.
Exactly.
To be honest, I didn't care whatsoever, but I thought 21 would work. I guess it did too, so it was okay.
For sure. Now, crazy career in the NHL. What would you say would have been the best part of being in the NHL and also the most difficult part?
Well, best part, you can live of what you love to do. I mean, that was my goal. I loved playing hockey. I grew up playing every single day, and then you couldn't drag me off the ice. So to be able to do what you love and get paid for it, and then also have a chance to win the Stanley Cup, I think that's the best thing. The worst thing, I would say, that you have to, I wouldn't say, practice. I didn't mind practice, actually. I kind of liked practice as long as it was a puck involved.
Okay.
Yeah, just be out running or being on the bike was not really my thing. But I could be on the ice for forever. It didn't matter if we would get back skate or anything. I didn't care about that. As long as there was a puck around, that was okay. So I don't know if it's the worst thing. So I don't think it was that bad. I would say you're pretty lucky if you get to play in NHL. It's pretty good. You should not complain.
Hell yeah. Fair play. Fair answer. Now, if you don't mind my asking, what would you say is your, if any, biggest hockey superstition?
Oh, superstition, I don't know. I had my few things that I had to do before the game. Mm-hmm. But if I didn't sleep before the game, I would be very mad. I needed a couple of hours of a nap. And if I didn't have that, if that's a superstition or something, but nothing really specific. But if I didn't sleep, I would definitely have a double minor during that game for sure. Yeah.
Okay,
so it's a good thing when you play it in shell, because then you could sleep for 3 hours. So that's why I only had one minor per game.
I love that. And as you were growing up, with of course the dream of playing in the league, who were the players that you looked up to while you were coming up?
Well, back in Sweden, I looked up to Håkan Loob. That was my hockey idol. My football favorite was Gary Lineker.
Okay.
By far. So I could actually be Gary Lineker on the hockey field too. So he was my biggest idol. But in hockey, it was Håkan Loob. He played in Calgary. He scored 50 there, and then he won the Stanley Cup. But then he came home, and I played against him, and I hated him on the ice. But that's a different story. But after that, who was my idol like that? I don't know if Börje Salming kind of opened the door for us over there. He's also wore 21. So, yeah, I would say them. I didn't get to see too much NHL games. It was not broadcast. I'm that old, so you could just read about it in the paper, and you had to watch a few games that came later on that you could see all the games. So it was more Swedish players. Mats Naslund a little bit too, and then Håkan Loob.
That's epic. I wasn't expecting the Gary Lineker one. That's
No, it's I wouldn't say this, but when Sweden played England, I think it was 92 or something like 90. In the European Championship, I was actually cheering for more like England to win, because it's Gary. I don't know why. We had totally different styles. I mean, he didn't have a yellow card his whole career, and I had a penalties every single game, so totally different. But he had something that I liked. He was just always there when they needed a goal in the end. He would just put the ball in the net, and it would always be the guy that always did it. And Tottenham is also my favorite team, so it kind of worked out. So
I never saw that. The English fans watching this video are going to go nuts. I did not see that coming for sure. Now, even now, would you say that you have a favorite stick or a favorite pair of skates that you've used pretty much like throughout your entire career of being on the ice?
Well, stick, I would say, when the Eastons came out in 2000, I would go. I borrowed a stick from Saki because before it was a 2-piece, but then it became a 1-piece, and all of a sudden I could shoot. I was shooting from everywhere in that playoffs, and I think I wore the same stick for like 10 games, and I was scoring from everywhere. I think the quality kind of went down after that. I don't know why I'm saying that, but it's just I never found a good stick like that again. But I had Eastons for a while, and to be honest, I have a hard time finding exactly the same, and I had the pop when I shot the puck with that stick. Skates, I wore Grafs for forever, and so I was wearing them. But then I got a foot problem a little later, but right before, maybe a year before I switched to bars. I mean, they came out with some lighter skates than the bars, and I wore that maybe 1 year. Then I had the foot problem for forever. Then I was going back and forth, and it's not the skates' fault. It was just my foot didn't work. So.
No, I hear you. So the Grafs and some Bowers as well.
Yeah.
And with the stick, you said the Eastern stick. You borrowed it from who?
Joe Sakic. I think he was kind of our best player, I would say. So Easton brought him a stick right before the playoffs, and I'm like, whoa, you got a new stick, and I tried it in practice, and then I would never let that go again.
That's unreal.
Because before I think I had a wooden stick, and so when I got the Easton there, that was a game changer. Actually, I could score outside the crease with that stick.
That is unreal. And from there, what would you say? I know there is a lot of moments. What would you say would be the career highlight, the one that you will never get over?
Oh, well, I was fortunate to win a few things, but I don't know what I have to answer. I usually don't answer that. I mean, there was Worlds, Olympics, and Stanley Cups. I mean, little different things, but so. And then one Worlds I had my dad as a coach, and then one Stanley Cup you were on the ice, and last Olympics I had a foot problem, which it was just unbelievable. I could be part of the team and win. So I rather just stay away from saying what's the best. It's just great to play hockey, I would say.
Fair.
Yeah.
Now, if you can share it, what would you say was the best and worst rookie initiation?
The what?
The rookie initiation. Like joining the NHL team, was there anything crazy that the team made you do?
Oh no, I don't think it was that bad. We came in, me and Adam Deadmarsh actually came in at the same time in Quebec, and it was like a rookie dinner that you had to pay for everybody, and we had to do a couple of shots. The good thing that actually, I think Deadmarsh puked before me, so I was okay. I wasn't that drunk that night, but it's. I think it's a fun thing, though. There was nothing too bad. It's actually good guys in the team, but a couple of expensive wines, so Lemieux and Ra, and then a couple of Sakic. We were not going to get away cheap, though. That's the only thing. But it was a fun night.
That is cool. That is so cool. Now, one thing that you're infamous for when you're on the ice is the reverse hit. Where was that born? Where did that come from?
Oh yeah, I think if I go back and think about it, when actually as a Russian guy at the World Juniors, he hit me. He lost his stick, and I was just going to go and hit him, and he kind of saw me and hit me a little bit before I was not ready, and I was right down. I'm like, why did that work? Like, he was not bigger than me either, so I thought, and then I think I just tried it on. You have to do it a little bit to know the player that comes at you don't know you're seeing him. I think you have to hide it a little bit, otherwise he's going to get ready. But if you catch him by surprise, the energy before they start hitting, you hit them before, then you get them. So
we've seen plenty of highlights.
And then you see it works. I can hit bigger guys here. So
that is unreal. Now, this sounds like quite a generic question, but I feel like it's always relevant to any player. Why do you love the game? And why do you still now continue to love the game so much? Where does that come from? What does that mean to you?
I don't know. I first of all, I like the team game. I like I was never an individual player, so I played soccer or football and hockey and nothing really else. And I just enjoyed being out there with people and winning with teammates, I thought that was the best thing. I didn't have to score. I just wanted us to win, or I could pass. It didn't matter. So, but I don't know, something with the team, and that I got to chase the ball or a puck. Like and being out there, you couldn't. I was skating on, at the school at the ice, and when I was 9, 10, and you were out there for 4 or 5 hours, so you don't want to go home. You played on the street, and your parents said you had to come in for eat, and then you were in the kitchen for 5 minutes and out on the street again. So I just loved playing, mostly hockey, I would say. I almost rather watch soccer or football occasionally, but play, I would say hockey is, I wouldn't change it for anything.
Awesome answer. Now, do you mind if we go a little bit off topic?
Yeah.
What would you say is your absolute dream car?
Oh, dream car. I never really had. I had a couple of Porsches. And when I drove those back in the days, I tried a Ferrari or a Dodge Viper or something, but they were so uncomfortable back in the days.
That's right.
So, but nowadays, I mean, the nice sport cars are actually really nice inside too, I would say.
Yeah.
Favorite, I don't know. It's something that I wouldn't mind having a Lamborghini. That would actually be okay. I was just at the factory actually a month ago at the Lamborghini factory, so it wouldn't hurt to have one of those, I have to say.
Fair play. And what would you say is your drink of choice, go-to drink?
I don't try to drink too much. I mean, hard alcohol, vodka or gin or anything like that. Whiskey, I don't like that. But if I have to start out with one, I don't know if I'm gonna get booed now. But I would go for like a mojito. I would say the first drink. I don't want to drink too heavy. I'm like a kid when it comes to anything that I don't chew. I don't smoke. I can't drink whiskey or anything like that. So I would go with a half, I would say. Do you say that? Mojito, I would say.
I love that. Your favorite meal?
Growing up, I would say I ate pancakes twice a week, and that's still love it. Kind of weird to say that now, but a nice actually piece of salmon would actually be my best choice now. If I have to go something, steak is also good, but a nice salmon, I don't mind that. That's awesome.
Awesome. Now, do you have any guilty pleasures?
What do you mean by that?
Like things that you do that you know that are bad, but you really enjoy doing them.
Oh, if I could eat, I can sit and eat for forever. But I guess that's not healthy, and I gain weight so easy. Other bad habits, I don't know. I never want to go to bed.
Okay.
If I can stay up until 1, 2, then I would do that. I just as long as I can sleep in the morning. But it's not really good in the long run that you have to get up with the kids at 7 and then you stay up. But I think this is the best part of the day. Just being at home and checking out the TV. It's quiet in the house. Kids are sleeping, and don't really feel like going to bed.
I completely agree. I'm a night owl too. I like to be up late.
Other than that, I think I have nothing else.
That's pretty good. Do you have any celebrity crushes?
No.
Okay.
I would never answer that anyway.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
And then also, cats or dogs?
Oh, definitely dogs.
Okay.
For sure. Grew up with, we had 2 times German Shepherds when I grew up, so I think they became 10 years, both of them, so around there. So 100% dogs, I would say.
Fair play. Now, while you're with Colorado, if you can answer and you feel comfortable doing so, would you say that, would you be happy to say who was the biggest diva on the team? The one that liked to do the flashiest stuff, the one that wanted the craziest things? Anyone that kind of stands out?
Not really. We didn't have too many crazy people there when it comes to showing off or being like that. Not really. I think if Dan Heinot had money, he would be the person. But thank God he didn't have the money to go buy things.
Fair play, fair play. And then if you don't mind, you can just say pass if you don't want to answer, but what is the single most outrageous purchase that you've made?
Oh. Maybe it's stupid. I bought a house in Vegas, and I had it for, I think, 7 years, and
Yeah.
I spent 1 week there.
No way.
So that didn't work out that
No
well.
way. Oh my God, that is crazy.
Actually, we moved there after, but well, I had it for like 7. Then we moved there for 3 months, and then I sold it and moved out of there. I just wanted the place in the States that I got to see my teammates when I got older, if I retired or if I went there in the summer, and I didn't want to buy a place in Ohio or somewhere around there. Nobody would come and see me. Not
Vegas.
That Ohio is bad. So I thought Vegas was going to be a great place, but then I never had time to go there. So I would say that's not the best buy in the world, but it was a nice house. I thought it was very friendly and nice. Up in Henderson,
cool.
It's called. So yeah, didn't work out that well.
It's so cool. And like another question is, if you didn't play in the NHL, what else do you think that you would have done with your life that would have made you feel fulfilled and maybe had the same sort of sense of competition? Is there anything else that could have possibly compared, or is it just like hockey or nothing?
Maybe not, but sports. I would like to be in sports. I didn't I think my weight in my body, and I couldn't jump or couldn't run, so hockey fit me pretty well. But I think something about, I need something to compete with. You know, if I said that the other day, if I go run and I don't have a run keeper, then I would just stop. If the battery goes out when I'm out running, and when I have that, and then the telephone dies, I stop running. I have no urge to keep on running if I don't have a goal or something to go against. I need to know the pace I'm at. Otherwise, there's just no need to. Why would I run if I can't compete with anything? So it would have to do with something like that you have to compete or do something against other people. That really drives me, I would say.
That's epic. And this brings us to the last question. Favorite genre of music? And on the side note of that, if there's any particular song that you're constantly on repeat in the car that you're enjoying right now?
Right now, well, I listen to Swedish Lars Winnerbäcker at the moment, because I'm gonna go to a concert in 2 days with him in my hometown. So he's going there. Best band, I always say U2. I got to see him a few times. Bon Jovi when I was younger. Favorite. Not into like heavy metal or anything like that. So, what's the best song right now? And I would say no. It's just I'm listening to some Swedish music, especially him now, because I'm going to that concert. So, other than that, I don't know what I'm listening to. But that's him.
Epic. Peter, thank you so much for your time.
Perfect.
Absolute pleasure.
Well, thank you.